Gabriel Bortoleto and Fernando Alonso, definitely rivals professionally on the tracks, comes the first race this season. However, in this video, let's find out a great story, how both drivers come to know each other from the past. Gabriel Bortoleto is the next driver on the list of amazing Brazilian racers to race in Formula One. His CV is one of great achievements, even at the age of 20, and his style is very unique as well. Coming into F1 as an F2 champion, maybe the highest expectations on this driver from all the rookies this year, and he is not to be underestimated at all. Let's find out why. So, how did he come to be an F1 driver? Gabriel Lorenzo Bortoleto Oliveira was born on October 14, 2004, in Osasco, São Paulo, Brazil. His father, Lincoln Oliveira, is the CEO and co-owner of the Stock Car Pro Series in Brazil. In 1996, he founded Americanet, which merged with Vero in 2023, forming one of Brazil's largest internet service providers, with a revenue of 1.9 billion reais. The family also runs KTF Racing, a team involved in stock car and kart racing. His older brother Enzo previously competed in Formula 4 and British Formula 3. Among close friends, Bortoleto is known as BB. He is managed by A14 Management, a firm owned by Fernando Alonso, and his career is backed by Porto Seguro, O Boticário, Banco de Brasilia, and Qualcomm Snapdragon. Like many aspiring drivers, Bortoleto began his racing journey in karting. By the age of 7, he was already competing in national-level karting championships across Brazil and quickly started winning titles. He then transitioned to European competitions, where he finished as the runner-up in the WSK Supermaster Series and secured third place in the CIK FIA World Championship. In 2020, Bortoleto moved into single-seaters, competing in the Italian F4 Championship with Prema. He partnered with Dino Beganovic, Gabriele Mini, and Sebastian Montoya. Bortoleto finished the season in 5th place, securing 1 win and 4 podiums, while his teammate Mini dominated and won the championship. For 2021, he stepped up to the Formula Regional European Championship with FA Racing, the team owned by Fernando Alonso. It was a challenging season, as he finished 15th overall with just 1 podium. However, he did outperform his teammates in the standings. FA Racing was a brand new team on the grid, operating with a smaller budget than established teams like ART Grand Prix, Prema, and Arden. The team faced a learning curve with the technical aspects of Formula Regional cars, which contributed to Bortoleto's struggles that season. In 2022, he remained in FREC, but switched to R-Ace GP, partnering with Hadrian David and Lorenzo Fluxa. This season saw significant improvement, as he claimed 2 wins, 5 podiums, and finished 6th in the standings. However, his teammate Hadrian David out-qualified him and finished 4th overall. Bortoleto moved up to Formula 3 in 2023, joining Trident Racing alongside Leonardo Fornaroli and Oliver Goethe. The F3 grid that year featured several talented drivers, including Zach O'Sullivan, Paul Aron, Franco Colapinto, and Gabriele Mini. Despite securing only 2 race wins, compared to 4 by runner-up Zach O'Sullivan, Bortoleto's consistency was remarkable. He rarely finished outside the points, which helped him secure the championship by over 40 points. His impressive rookie season earned him a place in the McLaren Driver Development Program at the end of 2023. For 2024, Bortoleto stepped up to Formula 2 with Invicta Racing, partnering with Kushmaini, who was in his 2nd year of F2. His season started with difficulties, as he suffered 3 consecutive DNFs in Saudi Arabia and Australia. However, he bounced back with 2 second-place finishes in Imola and Monaco, before securing his first F2 feature race victory in Austria. Bortoleto's Monza weekend got off to a disastrous start when he spun in qualifying before setting a time, forcing him to start both races from the back of the grid. In the sprint race, he fought through the field to finish 8th, sharing the final point with Dennis Hauger in a dead heat. However, it was the feature race where he delivered his most remarkable performance of the year. Benefiting from a well-timed safety car, Bortoleto emerged ahead of those who had pitted earlier and built a commanding lead to secure a stunning last-to-first victory. He became the first driver in Formula 2 history to win from last on the grid, and his performance earned him the Mechachrome Outstanding Win Award at the end-of-year prize-giving ceremony. In Baku, Bortoleto finished 5th in the sprint race and 4th in the feature race, taking a 4.5-point lead over Hajar in the Drivers' Championship. He continued his strong form in Qatar, qualifying 2nd and finishing 5th in the sprint. In the feature race, he took the lead from Paul Aron at the start, but was penalized for crossing the pit entry line behind the bollard while avoiding the pit lane entrance during a virtual safety car. Despite recovering to cross the line first, he was demoted behind Aron and Hajar, setting up a thrilling season finale with just half a point separating him and Hajar. In Abu Dhabi, Bortoleto qualified 2nd once again. A charge from 9th to 2nd in the sprint race gave him a 4-point advantage heading into the final feature race. The championship was effectively decided at the start, as Hajar stalled on the grid while Bortoleto took the lead from Victor Martins into turn 1. Though later overtaken by Joshua Dirksen after the pit stops, he secured 2nd place and clinched. Bortoleto became only the 4th driver in the FIA Formula 2 era to win both the FIA F3 and F2 championships in consecutive seasons, joining Charles Leclerc, George Russell, and Oscar Piastri. He also became the 2nd Brazilian to claim the F2 title, following Felipe Drugovich in 2022. For me, it's an honor to be amongst these names, Bortoleto says, reflecting on what he's achieved. You can see that these drivers are race winners in Formula 1, strong candidates to be future title contenders, so for me it's a privilege to be a part of that list. They're drivers that are very strong and an inspiration to the younger generation, coming through F2 and F3 looking to do the same as they did in the past. For me, it's nice to be part of this club. Now it's about looking forward and seeing what I can do in F1 too. Gabriel spoke about the impact of working with Fernando Alonso, emphasizing how the 2-time F1 world champion's dedication and work ethic had influenced his own approach to the sport. He explained that seeing Alonso's level of commitment firsthand made him realize the importance of pushing himself harder to improve and grow. This shift in mindset, he believed, was now paying off in his own career. Bortoleto recounted how their collaboration began with a conversation the previous year, which eventually led to an agreement to work together. He first met Alonso in person at his karting track just before Christmas, where they spent a few days training, karting, going to the gym, playing paddle, and engaging in various activities. It was during those moments that Bortoleto truly understood the effort Alonso puts into everything he does. Statistically, Bortoleto's junior career is comparable to drivers like George Russell, Oscar Piastri, and Lando Norris. While he may not have as many junior titles as they do, he has demonstrated similar qualities and results, making his performance so far very impressive. To be honest, I didn't expect him to be this strong in his rookie F2 season. As for his potential in F1 next year, it's difficult to predict. F1 is a completely different challenge compared to junior categories. Some drivers adapt quickly, while others struggle. Recent examples of drivers who made an immediate impact include Oscar Piastri, Franco Colapinto, and Liam Lawson. Meanwhile, others like Logan Sargent, Nick De Vries, and Mick Schumacher faced difficulties despite strong junior records. Based on his career so far, there's a good chance Bortoleto could be quick right away. His F1 teammate will be Nico Hulkenberg, an experienced and highly regarded driver. While Hulkenberg may not have many accolades in F1, He is one of the most consistent and talented racers on the grid, so much so that Audi secured him early for their 2026 project. That means Bortoleto won't have an easy time against him next season. A tougher obstacle for Bortoleto may not be his teammate, but the car itself. Sauber currently has the slowest car on the grid, and by a significant margin. They are the only team this season without a single point, despite having two solid, experienced drivers. They sit at the bottom of the constructors' standings and don't seem to be making significant progress. It has been one of their worst seasons in history, so expectations for next year remain low. The good news is that Bortoleto has signed a multi-year contract, meaning he will be part of Audi's full takeover in 2026, a move I'm really excited about. With Audi's investment, the team should become far more competitive. Hopefully, Sauber can develop a car next season that at least fights for occasional points. I don't expect Bortoleto to outscore Hulkenberg in his rookie year, but if he does, it would be a major achievement. Realistically, 2026 will be a better indicator of his true potential, as rookies typically need time to adapt to the complexities of F1 cars. We will see how Gabriel turns out in his first F1 season, but one thing is for certain, there is only one champion in F2 this year, and that is this guy. And this might make a huge difference in the season. What do you think? How will Bortoleto do this year? Let us know in the comments down below, and we will see you in the next video.